Yes, boss. Yesterday we have done one important analyzation, one important great analyzation, where to use JDBC, where to use ORM framework, especially Hibernate. Where to use JDBC, where to use Hibernate. Nothing but especially ORM framework. Offline or online application. First, let me explain what is offline, what is online. Application that is running with the human interaction, end user interaction, is called online application. Application that is running without human interaction continuously, that is called offline application. What application? Offline. Online or offline application. Okay, if application is getting continuously huge amount of data batch by batch, chunks of data batch by batch, then think preferring processing that batch. Okay, then prefer processing that data, then prefer processing the data with the support of JDBC. Why, sir? Why, sir? In JDBC, we have a result set object which can hold huge number of records. Sir, what's your problem if I process that huge amount of batch by batch data using Hibernate? Let us assume each batch, okay, 10,000 records are coming. So 10,000 objects are required to create. If 10,000 objects are created at a time in any application, so system may crash, project may crash. Sometimes 1 lakh objects also required to represent 1 lakh records. So object creation is a costly affair in Java. Lot of CPU time, lot of memory is required. So if those many objects should be created at a time, means what? Definitely there is a possibility of getting burden on the JVM memory and application may crash. That's why I prefer using what? JDBC, because JDBC in one result set object, it can hold what? Huge number of records. Like this, we can reduce burden on the memory and we can happily think about processing huge amount of data. Are you understanding my point there? Yes. Then if application is getting little amount of data at a time to get processed, then prefer what? ORM frameworks like Hibernate. Sir, when JDBC can process huge amount of data, it can also process little amount of data. Na? Yes, no doubt in that. But if you use Hibernate kind of framework to process little amount of data, we can enjoy other advantages of Hibernate, like database portability, versioning, timestamping, caching. So many benefits are there. We can enjoy all those benefits. Why to lose these benefits? Why to lose these benefits? That's why wherever possibility is there, first you prefer using ORM framework only. If you feel it is not possible, then think about JDBC. Okay, na? Right. Versioning, timestamping, worst fellow. Other day I discussed while explaining JDBC drawbacks. Versioning keeps track of. Okay, na? Versioning keeps track of. Versioning keeps track of. How many times objects are. How many? Okay. How many time record is modified. Timestamp keeps track of when record is inserted, when record is lastly modified, lastly updated, when record is modified, lastly modified, when record is created. Recollect, caching will hold records and reduces network round trips across the multiple same execution, caching. All these are additional features that are there in what? Hibernate. If you want to enjoy these features in JDBC, you should write those logics manually. So that's why wherever little amount of data is there, prefer going for what? Hibernate kind of ORM framework. Okay, right. See, that's why, sir, can I use both in one application? Why not? For example, you take Flipkart here. When sale is on, at that particular time, huge number of requests may come. That time they activate another module which deals with the JDBC. When sale is off, okay, they will activate another module which deals with what? Hibernate. Or For wherever report generation is there, they will go for what? JDBC kind of thing. Wherever daily transactions are there, 1-2 persistence operation in a second, then think about going for what? Hibernate kind of thing. Understanding my point there? Sir, then what about big data frameworks? Big data is not only huge. Big data is not only huge data. It is beyond processing capacity. It is what? Beyond processing capacity. Are you getting my point there? Beyond processing capacity. Petabytes, genotabytes, enotabytes, Google data, YouTube data, Facebook data. They are not only huge here, they are beyond processing and storing capacity. Sorry, we cannot think about storing them in regular normal databases. Then we have to think about big data frameworks like Hadoop, Spark kind of thing. Hadoop, Spark kind of thing. Now let's see now. Okay. But instead of using plain JDBC, prefer using what? Spring JDBC. Okay. Instead of using plain Hibernate, plain ORM framework, think about using Spring ORM. Think about using what? Spring ORM. Yeah, Hadoop is also Java based, boss. Hadoop is also Java based. Okay, boss. Now, at the end, but nowadays we got one more latest module in Spring here, that is Spring Data. From last 2 years, it is doing wonders. What it says, other frameworks, other modules of Spring just avoid the boilerplate code and makes persistence logic development simple. Still, you have to write specific logics. Though these specific logics are same repeated in all database tables, still you have to write. For example, you have a 500 tables. On all 500 tables, you want to keep CORD operations ready. CORD operations logic is specific logic because table to table query changes, columns are different. Are you understanding my point there? Okay. But still you have to write 500 tables related CORD operation as application specific logic manually. Only Spring JDBC, Spring ORM take care of boilerplate code, common logics only. But when it comes to Spring Data, what it says, I will take care of common logics. I also will take care of what? Come on. Common, repeatedly occurring application specific logic with respect to every table. With respect to what? Every table. I already discussed one thing. What is that? Why it is that? Washing clothes on our own is like plain JDBC. Okay. Working with semi-automated washing machine is like Hibernate, Spring JDBC, Spring ORM. Spring JDBC, Spring ORM. Fine. Okay. Working with fully automated washing machine is like Spring Data. So Spring Data is latest. One more angle is there for Spring Data. Yesterday I have not highlighted. Please concentrate. Before arrival of Spring Data, if you observe very carefully, to deal with Spring JDBC style persistence logic, separate module, Spring JDBC. To deal with the Hibernate style of programming, we have Spring ORM. And in Spring, there is no environment to deal with NoSQL database softwares. We don't have any environment to deal with NoSQL and databases. Spring Data says, I am giving unified model to deal with both NoSQL and SQL database software. Spring Data says, I am providing one unified model, single environment to deal with both what? Okay, SQL and NoSQL database software. So Spring Data JDBC, Spring Data JPA is there to deal with SQL databases. Spring Data MongoDB, Spring Data Neo4j, Spring Data Cassandra, all these are there to talk with what? NoSQL database software. So this is one more angle I am trying to present. Spring unified model means, okay, all of them can be dealt in a similar manner. Okay, so while dealing with the SQL database software tables, we are getting what? Common logics and regularly used specific logics. While working with what? while working with what? NoSQL databases also. NoSQL database also. Again, we are getting what? Common logics and what? Regularly used specific logic. Common logic and regularly used specific logic. That means both we are going to use in a unified environment or not there. Come on, my dears. Spring Data module provides unified environment to work with both SQL, NoSQL database softwares. SQL, NoSQL database softwares. Everyone thoroughly understood this point, my dears? Come on. Right. So let it be. Let's go for new discussion now. Our today's discussion is how to write. Okay, how to write persistence logics. Persistent. How to choose. How to choose persistence store. Okay, I'll be persistence storage technology and persistence, okay, data access technology. I'll give more specific word. Data storage technology and data access technology in Java. Array, nothing but. Okay, here I am asking how to choose the persistence store. How to choose persistence technology or framework or tool. When to choose what? Other day I talked based on offline, online, batch, non-batch. But today I want to talk from scratch level with respect to application sizes. With respect to what? Application sizes. Okay, all are good in their respective environment. Approach one. Application is small scale application. Application is small scale application and generating little amount of text data to persist. Little amount of text data to persist. Then my recommendation is persistence stories files. Prefer using files. Okay. Persistence logic. Persistence technology. Persistence logic. Okay, I will write persistence logic environment. Prefer using IO streams. Prefer using what? IO streams. I said text data. Examples, mobile games, Android mobile games. Okay. Mobile applications. Next. Yeah, approach one or condition one, whatever it is. I can say scenario one. Mobile application, desktop games. In that situation, prefer going for this environment. So I will make it as scenario 1. I will call it as scenario 1. Yes, this is my Java application. Here is my text data. Data is not. This is also another matured class, boss. It gives more maturity. From scratch level, I am talking. Yesterday, my focus is on JDBC Hibernate. Today, my focus is on type, size of the application. Okay, then what is the persistence store we should choose? What is the persistence? Arre, what happened to me? I talked something, I have written something else. File is the persistence store. Fine, boss. Next, scenario 2. What is that? Scenario 2. Class content. Class content. What is this? Hibernate. Yeah, what is our content here? Choosing persistence store and persistence tool. What is this? July 3rd. July 3rd. Yes, boss. Scenario 3. Application is small scale application. I think you are thinking with maturity, right? Application is small scale application. Small scale application and generating objects based data to persist. Object based data to persist. What data? Objects based data to persist. Persistence store. Persistence store. Tell me, my dear. Still file only. File only. Persistence technology. Persistence logic environment. Okay. Array amount of data 1 KB, 2 KB data. Array mobile game I have given. Amount of data, based on amount of data it is generating to save. Persistence logic environment. IO streams. What streams? IO streams, but especially this time serialization and deserialization. Array objects are there na. Serialization and deserialization. Are you getting my point there or not there? Fine. Serialization and deserialization. Array, I'm not saying PUBG kind of big game, ra Baba. I'm talking about small games. Okay. Fine. Serialization and deserialization. Yes, here is my Java application. Here is my objects data. Objects data. Okay, let me ask one question. When I install PUBG, okay, is it asking any database setup in your computer when you are installing PUBG? Because I don't have experience of in working with PUBG. No, that means it is internally using files only. It is internally using files only. That's it. So PUBG can be considered as a small scale application only. It may be big game for you, but the amount of data it generates is very less. So that's why it can be considered as what? Small scale application only. That's it. Okay. I don't have time to waste Someone is saying you should try PUBG once, sir. I know if I try PUBG, I won't take classes. How you are not attending classes regularly by addicting to PUBG. So similarly, okay, if I start playing PUBG, I may cancel the classes to play the PUBG. I know, I know. Mm, I know, my dear worst fellows. Mm. Right. I'm not interested also. I'm not interested. Mm. Okay, boss. Object data. Here it will use take the support of serialization. Serialization and deserialization. Serialization. It's not like that I didn't addict to something. I was addicted to cricket like anything. I was full craze about cricket during my studies, even after in the initial days of my software career. Okay, initial days of my software career, I was too much addicted to cricket. You don't believe? Uh, Tomorrow match, today leave, match day anyhow leave, match next day also, match next day also leave. Before day leave to make myself ready to watch the match. Okay, on the day anyhow busy watching match. Next day to celebrate or to feel sad. I was that much crazy about cricket. Okay, fine. Serialization, deserialization. My favorite cricketer is, I think you don't like it, but my favorite is Saurav Ganguly. Not your Dhoni, not your Kohli, not your. Fine. Now it's gone. I got control on that. Okay. Now I got control on it. Okay. Fine. Now I hardly watch cricket matches. Hmm. Fine, yeah. Shall we get into the discussions now? Scenario 2, Java application, object data, serialization, deserialization, file. Okay. At that time, think about files as the persistence store. Think about what? Serialization, deserialization. Cool, boss. Scenario 3. Okay. Scenario 3. Application is medium scale application, like web application. Just website, not even enterprise application. Application is medium scale application and generating medium sized data, medium sized data, megabytes and gigabytes, megabytes and gigabytes, data to persist as text data. Are you understanding my point there? Okay. Yes, you can continue, boss. Mr. Arish Yadav, you can continue, no problem. Still fundamentals are going on, still programming is not started. Okay, today is, you can happily start today, happily. Sir, what about this situation, sir? Here, what kind of data? Here, little amount of data, generally KBs. Small scale application, objects based data. Okay, little data, KBs, kilobytes, Here megabytes are gigabytes. Megabytes are what? Gigabytes. Okay, then what is this? What is this? persistence store, database software. And nowadays everyone is preferring RDBMS because medium scale data, RDBMS database software. Okay, next one, persistence technology or persistence logic environment. What is this? Persistence logic environment. Yes, those who joined today, okay, whatever classes you lost, they are there in the YouTube channel of Naresh IT. At the end of the session, remind me, I will show that. I will show where they are available. Focus on today's class. It's a fresh discussion you can happily enjoy. Persistence logic environment. Okay. JDBC, because text data, na? JDBC or Spring JDBC or Spring Data JDBC. Okay, JDBC is like washing clothes on our own. Spring JDBC is like what? Semi-automated washing machine. Spring Data JDBC is what? Fully automated washing machine to deal with non-object data, text data, because I'm highlighting text data also. I hope you convinced with me or not there. When the data is there in the text format, not in the form of objects, not in the form of objects. It is there as a text format. That means it is there in a simple variable. A string variable, long variable, double variable, float variable, char variable. At that time, JDBC, Spring JDBC or what? Spring Data JDBC. Java application or web application. Java application or web application. Okay. Fine. Here what data is text data. Data is text data. Data is text data. And here is my database software. Here is my database software. Database software. Okay, to talk with the database software and to persist this data as what this, then think about using what? JDBC or Spring JDBC or Spring Data JDBC. What is this Spring Data JDBC? Fine. Okay, examples. Examples. nareshit.com, citibank.com. 1 minute. Text data, na? Fine. Naresh IT may have text data, may have objects data. That's not an issue. Next one. One to banking applications also, boss. Small banking application. Customers won't use application at a time, na? Citibank.com. If at all they are using text data. Or I can say matrimony application. All people won't use at a time, na? Come on, matrimony. Matrimony websites. Matrimony websites. Fine. College websites also. Yes, lots of examples here. Scenario. Scenario 3. Okay, scenario 4. Scenario 4. Application is medium scale application. Application like web application. Application is medium scale application like web application and generating medium sized medium sized, MBs and GBs. GBs. Objects based data. What is there? Generating medium sized objects based data. What is this? Objects based data. Object based data. To persist. To persist. Tell me. Persistence store. RDBMS. RDBMS. Database software. Like Oracle, any Oracle data. Persistence logic environment. Persistence logic environment. Tell me. ORM framework. ORM framework, also called as tool. Hibernate. In that one, Hibernate is market leader here. R Spring ORM. R Spring Data JPA. Spring Data JPA. Think about using Spring Data JPA. Persistence logic environment is this. Then go for what? Spring Data JPA. Yeah, you can say it is what both these are semi-automated washing machines. Okay, this is fully automated washing machine. All of them directly, indirectly should use JDBC. Directly, indirectly should use JDBC. Are you getting my point there? Super. Let me put Java application or Java web application. Okay, boss. Here what data? Objects data. Objects data. Database software. Database software. Then prefer using ORM framework or Spring ORM or Spring Data JPA. What dot JPA? Spring Data JPA. That is scenario number 4. I think you are enjoying today's discussion also. No doubt, yesterday's discussion made today's discussion very simple. I too agree that. Scenario number 5. Scenario number 5. Application is enterprise application. That means complex application or distributed application. Distributed application. Distributed application. Application having different remote clients. Okay. Different remote clients. Money be concentrate now. When I'm giving scenario, why are you worried about how many are there? How many are there? Concentrate. Fine. This is not bookish knowledge. This is not internet knowledge. I am talking out of my experience. I hope you people felt it. I am not talking out of books, out of internet. I am talking out of my experience. Please don't ask me how many are there. They are striking to my mind. I am delivering to you people. Dynamically, I am presenting this one. At least you are realizing I am not talking out of books, out of internet content. I am talking out of my brain, out of my experiences, out of my analyzations, out of my maturity. Please, please. Fine. You don't find this content in the internet. And this is very much required in the industry, because what's the use of what's the use of having big application development knowledge without maturity, without clarity when to use what? That's the difference between our style of learning and other style of learning. Others will focus straight away on application development. After developing 2 3 application, you will get the doubts. Array, I can do same thing in JDBC na. I can do same thing in Core Java na. I can do same thing in this na, that na. Okay, with that dilemma only you will complete the course and you will go to interview. Interviewer ask, where did you use that? Where did you use this? Your mouth will not open. But while practicing, all your friends appreciated. Array, you are a great programmer. You are writing anything. But what's the use? What's the use? That basic maturity should be there. That comes with analyzation. So that's the reason I wantedly take bit extra time to launch application development. But once we start developing, every day a lot of coding will be there. Okay, that's why observe Spring also I take in 10 days time. Hibernate also I think I take Monday onwards coding will start. Tomorrow also one more interesting concept is there. Are you feeling bored with my these discussions? Are you really feeling it's a theory? If you are feeling it's a theory, I am helpless, boss. I am really helpless, because there is no concept. There is no concept without sorry, there is no coding without concept. Fine, please, there are some irritating people. Okay, so they expect day one itself coding. No. First learn, first get the clarity where to use what, where to use what. And so when I start online classes, so many faculties called me and said, hey, don't teach too much theory, people will feel bored. Okay. People will feel bored, straight away go for application development. But I didn't convince myself, because offline or online, but understanding maturity is same, right? Understanding maturity is same. That's why I didn't change my style, boss. I really didn't change my style. Okay, I'm first building the concept. I'm making you people to think. I want to open your brain. Oh, this is the place. This is suitable. This is the place. Okay, this is suitable. This is the place. This is suitable. You might have noticed a lot of our regular faculties when it comes to online classes. Second day itself, they start coding. Third day itself, they start coding, and you will end up without maturity. Come on, but I'm not wantedly opting it, because maybe some people may not like me. I don't have any problem. Some people may not like me, but I don't have any problem. But I don't want to stick to my teachings rules, because I believe without concept there is no coding. Right? Shall we get into the discussions? Fine. So that's why I want to create the history. Online, offline, quality is quality. That's it. Online separate teaching, offline separate teaching. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I feel maybe faculty is not having enough convincing power to convince the student. That's why they are molding themselves. Online means lot of coding should be there. Offline means theory also okay. It's not like that. Everywhere same thing. It's all about gaining the attention from the student. Yes, by teaching this kind of concept, am I not gaining your attention? By yesterday's class, am I not gaining your attention? Definitely I am gaining your attention. Till the end of the class also, I'm able to see 500 plus students in the YouTube, 200 plus students attending classes till the end. It's all about how you think, boss. How you think. Please, offline, online, subject remains same. Okay. Hmm. Right. Tell me, if application is enterprise application, complex application, or distributed application, application having different remote clients. Okay. Different remote clients. Let me explain. What do you mean by distributed application? Very simple here. You take Amazon. I can do shopping with Amazon using browser. Browser is one remote client. Browser means browser related technologies are remote client, HTML, CSS kind. I can do shopping by using mobile app. I can do shopping by using mobile app. Let us assume Amazon people are giving shopping through IVR option. You call one interactive voice response system will be there. Come on. So that will take some questions from you and you answered and you have purchased the product. Now listen. So don't you think that is a distributed application here? The application that is having different types of remote clients is called distributed application. Amazon application, Flipkart application, all these are called as what? Distributed applications. Distributed application. Any application that is having complexity is called enterprise application. Enterprise application can be a web application, can be a distributed application, can be combination of both. Are you getting my point there? It can be combination of both. So I will talk more on distributed application, layered applications in tomorrow's class. But one thing is very clear: application having different types of remote clients. That means the application that takes requests from different types of remote clients. Okay, Amazon, we can do shopping through mobile application. One is iPhone, one is Android. Okay, we can do shopping from what? Website. Come on. And let us assume IVR is also there. These many options are there. Flipkart.com, I can call it as distributed application or enterprise application. Are you getting my point there? Yes, generating. Okay, again, generating large amounts of data. Amount of data. What do you mean by large amount of data? GBs and TBs, gigabytes and terabytes. Data to persist. Large amounts of data to persist in the form of text data. Are you getting my point there? In the form of text data. Seriously, in the form of text data. So I will take example as Amazon.com. I'm talking about Flipkart.com. Okay, Amazon.com or Flipkart.com. Fine, boss. Amazon.com and Flipkart.com. This is our scenario 5. These are complex applications and also allows request from different types of clients, different types of remote clients, like, okay, different types of remote clients. Yes, Netflix.com is also one kind of distributed application, like Android mobile application, iOS mobile application, iOS mobile application. Next. iOS mobile application. Next. Okay. Browser UI. Browser user interface. That means HTML, CSS. HTML, CSS, ra babu. Mainly HTML, CSS. Okay. And etc. So these are called, what is this? Distributed applications or enterprise applications. What here? Enterprise application allows request from enterprise application. What applications? Enterprise applications. Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Enterprise applications. See, boss, if they are giving text data, go for JDBC. If they are giving objects data, you can go for what? Okay, boss. If these applications are giving large amounts of text data, go for JDBC, Spring JDBC, Spring Data JDBC. If they are giving, come on, objects based data, same amount of data in the form of objects, then think about ORM concepts. Then think about going for what? ORM concept. But generally, large amounts of data, we generally don't prefer using in what? Objects model. We generally don't prefer working in what? Objects model. Then we go for text only, so that we can use JDBC. We can reduce burden on what? Application development. We can reduce burden on what? Application development. Text data or objects data. Text data or objects data. Yes, if they are giving text data, go for JDBC environment. If they are giving same data as objects data, then go for what? Hibernate environment. I mean to say ORM environment. So here is my, yeah, if they are generating both kinds of data, if they are generating both kinds of data, Java enterprise application. What application? Enterprise application. Or distributed application. I think I am not following my template. Let me follow my template. What is the template? Here, persistence store. Persistence store. RDBMS only. Still RDBMS database software. Persistence logic environment. Persistence logic environment. JDBC, Spring JDBC, Spring Data JDBC. Spring Data JDBC. Spring Data JDBC in a text data environment. I said enterprise application can deal with both here. Both. Hibernate, Spring ORM, Spring Data JPA, Spring Data JPA. Fine, boss. If the enterprise application dealing with the text data, this is text data. I said, no, enterprise applications are big application. They can deal with both at a time also sometimes. They can deal both at a time also. In some situation, text data. In some situation, what data? Objects data. Some situation, objects data. Fine. So both are dealing with what? This one. Array, data warehousing is a different concept. Please don't mix up here. Because right now I'm not talking about this part a lot. I'm talking about this part a lot. Please. Okay. Yes. this to this, this to this. Here is my database software. Scenario 5, 6. Scenario 6. Don't worry, I'll increase the font size. Scenario 6. Application is medium scale or large scale application. Medium scale or large scale application. Nothing but web application or enterprise application or what is next? Distributed application. Distributed application. Cool. Web application or enterprise application or distributed application. Are you getting my point there? Application is a medium scale or large scale application. Web application or enterprise application or distributed application. Generating unstructured data. What data? Unstructured data. Unstructured data. Are you getting my point there? Unstructured data. What do you mean by unstructured data? Okay, in RDBMS, what? Employee having 20 details means every time 20 details only. Come on. Max 20 details means every time 20 details only. All of a sudden 25 details came. Sorry. 30 details came. Sorry. One employee is having only 10 details. Okay, still we have to utilize the memory of 20 columns. There is a possibility of having unstructured data also. Come on. Unstructured data. Then we have to think about going for what? NoSQL database softwares like MongoDB, Cassandra. So many options are there. They are called NoSQL database softwares. NoSQL database software. See, every time same information, consistency is there in the data. Then we can design a table with columns. Okay, more or less that columns data is coming, we are happy. But sometimes so many details, sometimes less details. For example, foreign tourists are coming to visit India. Some tourist will come with 4 or 5 details only. Some tourist will come with 30, 40 details. They will use that reference, this reference, that village, this village, that recommendation, this recommendation. Okay, boss. If you design a table, okay, how many you are adding, still more information is coming. Okay, still more information is coming. So in that situation, yes, boss. Don't prefer a data RDBMS database software, nothing but SQL database software. Prefer working with NoSQL database softwares. What are NoSQL database software? Can I use RDBMS and NoSQL database software in single project? Generally no. Why? Once they realize the data is not structured, then only they are going for NoSQL now. Then where is the question of going for RDBMS? See, after confirming you are not a boy, then only they are coming to conclusion girl. So where is the question of you becoming boy also? Maybe bad example, but I hope you understand the intention behind that example. Okay. I hope you understood intention behind example. So once it is confirmed that is not, then only we are going for this, right? Then only we are going for this. So I don't think people will use SQL and NoSQL database software together. In my experience, I never felt it. Maybe in rare cases may happen, but in my experience, I never felt. Okay, because they initially only they got the clarity. This is a structured data na unstructured data na. See, boss, one employee is having one address, one employee is having three addresses, one employee is having four addresses. In first in listen, in one address one is having only two, three details. Address two is having 10 details. Okay. Okay. Address four is having some other details to handle some module separately. Mr. Vicky, you know one thing, we feel module, but all modules are interrelated, Ra Babu. Okay. So that's why I don't think that for module separate softwares will be used. All modules will be developed in the same environment. First, try to know the real meaning of the module first. Module is part of the project. What architecture is followed by project, same architecture will be followed by all the modules. For module to module, architecture will not change. Sorry to say this one. Okay, first try to know the real meaning of the module, then you never give this statement. So this guy is thinking that module to module I can change, sir. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Okay. Application is medium or large scale. Okay. Generating unstructured data to persist. Unstructured data to persist. Okay. Fine. Unstructured data to persist. Okay, boss. Tell me here. Persistence store. Persistence store. NoSQL database softwares. NoSQL database software like MongoDB. Listen here, I'm not getting into details. I'll get into details when I launch Spring Data module, because there I'm going to talk a lot about NoSQL database software. In NoSQL also we have categories. Key value data source are there, graph data source, NoSQL databases are there. Okay, there are so many types to store only paragraph. Something is there. Okay, single row databases, everything will be there in single row, no multiple rows. Single column database softwares are there. Database software maintaining data as key value pairs is there. Okay, database software holding the documents is there. MongoDB is holding documents. Something will hold key value pairs. So I'm not getting into details. There are some exclusive to store paragraph. There are some exclusive to hold documents. But overall, they are unstructured data. Unstructured data, not compulsory. All things should have same information. Different things will have different information. Are you understanding my point? Redis is for caching environment. Na? Redis is for what? Caching environment. Please don't mix up. Okay. Fine. That is some kind of microservice environment. So NoSQL database software is like what? MongoDB. NoSQL database software is like what? MongoDB. This is my persistence store. What store, boss? This is my persistence store. Everyone comfortable with me or not there? Anything. It can be anything. Array JSON is a format to send data. It is not for storage. Sorry. JSON is not for storage. JSON is for sending data over the network. XML, JSON are not format to store. They are to send as a text over the network, as a format to send data over the network. XML, JSON not for storage, my dears. They are there to send from one layer to another layer, one machine to another machine. So don't confuse. Don't make your off knowledge as more danger knowledge, please. Who is saying this one? Vinod Kumar. Okay, JSON is format to transfer data from client to server, layer to layer, project to project, okay, application to application. It is not for storage purpose. It is please not there for storage purpose. Okay, it's something like this. In our computer text data, destination computer text data, over the network it will travel in different formats. Over the network, it can travel in different formats. Maybe XML, maybe JSON, maybe bits and bytes, whatever it is. So that's a JSON XML falls under that category. Okay, mode of transportation is different from storage. Okay, right. NoSQL database software is like MongoDB. Next, persistence environment. Persistence environment. Yeah, use specific NoSQL DB APIs. Use specific NoSQL DB APIs or Spring Data NoSQL modules. Spring Data NoSQL modules. Okay. Unstructured data means the data that changes, dynamically. Sometimes 4 values, sometimes 10 values, sometimes 30 values for the same employee details, for the same employee type details, for the same employee type details. What do you mean by Spring Data NoSQL module here? Spring Data NoSQL module means Spring Data MongoDB, Spring Data Cassandra, Spring Data this, that, this kind of thing. Okay, na? Right. Fine. I think you are understanding unstructured data means what here? All are employee type details, but dynamically they will change. Fine, boss. So in that situation, we have to think about going for this environment. Yes. What is this? Java web application or enterprise application or what is this? Distributed application. Web application or distributed application. Here, what is this? What is this? Unstructured data. Like documents, paragraphs, key value pairs. Come on. Okay. Key value pairs. I'm going to teach MongoDB. Fine. Key value pairs. Okay. And etc. Unstructured data. Then we are going to have, here we are going to have NoSQL database software. Yeah, NoSQL DB APIs or Spring Data NoSQL DB. Spring Data NoSQL DB. Okay, fine. This is scenario number 6. Scenario number 7. Yeah. Scenario number 7. Data is huge amount of Huge amount of text data that is that is that is beyond processing capacity, that is beyond processing and storage capacity, beyond storage capacity, given by large scale distributed or enterprise applications, enterprise application in okay, enterprise application having okay, having what type, what this petabytes, next genotabytes, enotabytes. I think you know all these things. Genota. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. Okay, bytes to persist, to persist. Uh, Petabytes, genotabytes, enotabytes. Please, I don't make me to write small things, Ra Babu. PB. Okay, someone asking me petabytes. XB. Xenotabytes. I may be spells may be wrong. You checked out. YB. Okay. What is this? Uto. What is this? YouTube data. Sorry, yotabyte. Yotabyte. Okay, fine. Yotabyte. Fine, and etc. We have so many things. Search in the internet, you will get entire table. Entire table. Are you getting my point there? Fine. Listen, boss, listen. Example is what is this? FB data, Google data, okay, YouTube data. Sir, what about videos and audios? They will handle them differently. I am talking only text data part. Because videos and audios, images will be handled separately. In the data, only their locations will be there. In the text data, video, audio, image files, locations will be there. That means the text data only. Okay. Please concentrate. People are confusing. Sir, Facebook, Google, YouTube will have lot of audio, video, and image files. No. Handling that data is different. In the data what we are having, only their locations will be there. So they will be saved in normal hard disk only, normal computer hard disk only those locations we can't take it as a data. Only their locations will take it as data. Those who have attended my JDBC classes, I talked in the JDBC classes very clearly. No one worries about video storing in databases. Their locations will be stored. Whenever we need, we go to those locations, we get them and we use them. So here data is not video. Video location is data. Are you understanding my point? So, though video, audio, images are there, don't worry. We don't consider those real files as data. We consider their location as the data pointers. Our databases will have, they will be stored in regular hard disk, regular file system. but their locations will be there in our databases. Their locations will be there in our SQL or non-SQL databases. Are you understanding point? Only their addresses will be there in our information. See, that is also storage, boss. But in our records, we don't maintain videos, audios, images. Please concentrate. In our records, we maintain their location only. We maintain their location only. So that's why I want you people not to think about videos, audios, images separately, because in our records, files will not be there. File locations will be there. File locations will be there. For example, employee info, name Raja, address Hyderabad, anywhere, database, SQL, no SQL, same story. SQL, no SQL, same story. Address Hyderabad, email raja@rani.com. Photo. Do you expect photograph will be there here? No. Location will be there. E drive slash images slash raja.jpg. Raja.jpg. Resume. E drive slash resume slash raja.doc. Raja.doc. Yes, file will not be stored, file location will be stored. Now tell me, so it is a text information or non-text information? Text information or non-text information? Non-text information. Yes, definitely from if you go to that location, you will get your image file, you will get your document file, you will get audio file or what, or video file. But in database record, in data, maybe SQL, maybe non-SQL, it is going to be text information or not there? Definitely it is going to be text information. This is one model here. There are some softwares who holds all these files and generate some unique numbers, and those unique numbers will be added here. Okay, some unique numbers will be added. In JDBC class, I used that software name. Anyone can tell me? Anyone can tell me? I forgot that software name, Babu. They hold video, audio files. Okay. They will generate one unique number for every video file, audio file, and we will add that location. S3 bucket is one name, and so many names are there, boss. In JDBC classes, I used to talk about that. No, yeah, not Blob Club. Now there is a special software who maintains video, audio files. For every video file, video, audio file, it internally generates one unique number, and that unique number we will write in the record. That unique number we will write in the record. Okay, I'll find out and tell. That is not striking to my brain today. That is not striking to some brain mind. Some software name is there. So that this is one model, writing their location directly. Or, okay, uh, writing their location directly. Another model is you store them in a software, and software will generate one unique number for every photograph, every audio, video, document file. Get those numbers and keep in the database. Now tell me, our records are holding real images, are their locations, are unique numbers? Maybe unique numbers, location, text information only, na? Text information only, na? Are you understanding my point? Yes, in Hibernate also you are going to see, don't worry. Okay. That's why I wantedly said text data. Are you understanding my point? Okay. So let me give the note. Someone asked a good question. Okay. NoSQL database softwares. NoSQL big data, big data softwares. Okay, 1 minute here. I will say SQL DB, NoSQL DB, big data softwares. Do not store audio, video, image files directly in records, directly in records, directly in records. Okay, they just maintain, they just maintain their locations, as text data, their locations as text data. Fine, boss. So now listen, big data is not only to process huge amount of data that is beyond processing or storage capacity, it is also able to store. What is the specialty of big data? You know, it can do all these things. It can do all these things by using ordinary computer, not one computer, by using racks of computer. Racks of computer means, okay, a huge number of computer that are kept in a racks. That means stack of computer. That is the specialty of the big data. It's a huge amount of data, but it won't expect high-end hardware, high-end software. It will ask multiple normal computer, regular computer, regular hard disks. Okay, but it will keep them in a stack or rack, and across the multiple computer it will try to manage that huge amount of data. No database software, no SQL there. By using regular normal hard disk, normal computer, big data is able to process and what storage that much huge amount of data. That's the reason big data is a huge success in the market. Lots of people think that, oh, to maintain big data, to work with Hadoop, I need what? High-end computers. No. No. Regular, ordinary computers is enough, right? Yes, Google, YouTube, Facebook, this data is LinkedIn, this data is managed by big data environment only. Big data environment only. Is that clear? Right. Okay. Persistence store. Big data framework. Persistence store big data framework. What is this? Okay, Hadoop. Persistence logic. Logic environment. Big data frameworks. Big data frameworks. Again, same. Right, boss? Yesterday you got clarity. Today I think you got more clarity. With this, my scenarios are completed, boss. Now don't ask me which is good. I will murder you if you say which is good. Don't ask me to give best choices. No. All are good choices in this one area. Come on. All are good in its own area. Washing clothes with hands is good. Semi-automated washing machine is good. Fully automated washing is good. In different situation, different things are good. Files are good in its own area. Database softwares are good in its own area. NoSQL database softwares are good in its own area, and big data also good in its own area. So based on the situation, based on the size of the application, size of the data, type of the data, you have to choose persistence technology, persistence storage. Are you understanding my point there? Depends upon application scope, that means application type, storage, persistence data size and type. Persistence data type, and you have to even keep expansion scopes also. Expansion is there or not there. This is restricted application. In future, expansions will be there or not there. Understanding my point there? So by all means, you have to analyze it. Sometimes currently data is less, application size is less, but in future it may expand. That time they will try to work with big things only, because in future expansion is possible. So that maturity, that analyzation. But as a guy who is climbing 3 years 4 years experience, you need not to break your head that much. Okay, since I'm a consultant to company, I take my role in designing of the project. So whatever I know, I'm sharing with you people, but this is very much needed in your brain, so that you will get much maturity. One thing is clear here: how your application size is increasing, persistence data size is increasing, type is changing. You should be flexible enough to change persistence store and persistence technology and persistence environment. Okay, now I'm planning to take few questions on it before moving to next topic. Everyone clear? Fine. Anyone clear on this point? Everyone crystal clear? Crystal clear? Are you going to use these terminologies with a doubt or with confident? Please use these terminology. Okay, no need of learning big data. No need of learning big data, not required. Because as of now, our projects, Java-based projects are dealing with either database software or NoSQL database software. Anyhow, in Hibernate JDBC, database part is covered. In Spring, both database and NoSQL part is covered. Don't worry about it. And in microservices, more NoSQL database softwares will be covered. More and more, while learning Spring Boot with microservices, more NoSQL database softwares are covered. Fine. Right. I think everyone is crystal clear on these discussions. Tell me, it is a theory or much needed knowledge? Theory, much needed knowledge? Definitely much needed knowledge. I bet, I should not say like this, but I have to alert you people. I have to give confidence to you people. Go and talk with a working guy who is already using Spring ORM or Hibernate. He also cannot give this much clarity, but he is working on Hibernate. What's the use of working on Hibernate? Come on. Right. Big data openings will not be there for 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus minimum 6-7 years. When you are trying in what? Yeah, tomorrow we are having both Spring and Hibernate classes. Array only first weekend holiday. First Saturday holiday, not every Saturday. Come on. Okay. Are we going to learn Spring data here? Spring data is part of Spring course, my Spring course. Okay. Spring course. You will learn Spring data in 2 places. When you go for microservices, you will learn. In a regular Spring class also, you will learn. In regular Spring classes also, you will learn. Acha, Naresh IT admin has kept one registration form for Hibernate. Okay, please fill up your details. Yes, in our Naresh IT, 2 Spring courses are there. Number 1, Spring with Spring Boot, number 1 course. Number 2 course, Spring Boot with microservices. Both are different. Okay. Right, boss. Shall I move to next level discussion now? To learn microservices, Spring knowledge is required. Both are required. Spring is base course, microservice is advanced course. Above 3 years, 4 years, microservices required. Below 3 years, Spring is enough. But below 3 years, I will learn microservices. Learn it. It will be added advantage. Added advantage. Added advantage. Okay. You cannot start microservices without Spring. Sorry. You cannot start microservices without Spring. Yes. Tomorrow also same ID. Fine. Okay. So tomorrow also same ID. Okay. If ID changed, our people will send to your email account. Don't worry. Our people will send it to our email account. You don't send it. Any non-technical questions, please talk to Srikanth sir, who is our admin. Who is our admin. Fine. Sir, I cannot paste my content in the notepad, sir. Sorry. Acha, acha. I will my presentation will be in the paintbrush only because I want to give diagram and content together. Yes, microservices batch demand is there. Okay, just to speak with office people, I am ready to start. Okay, but see, it's I will in our Spring Core Spring Boot will be there from the beginning. Spring Core Spring Boot is there, no problem. Tomorrow Hibernate class is there. Please share registration links one. Registration links one. Can you share Hibernate? Acha, it is there in the group, boss. It is there in the group. Any upcoming other Hibernate batches takes time. For 5-6 months it takes. 5-6 months it will take. 5-6 months it will take. Okay, now? Right. Fine. So can I move to next discussion? Can I move to next discussion? Fine, boss. Let us end this. Yeah. Okay. Before moving to next discussion, I think we have a less time. Okay. I think otherwise, let me start this topic freshly tomorrow. Yeah. Those who are attending from the beginning, they can leave the team. They can leave the meeting. Okay. The people who joined yesterday, today, the people who joined yesterday, today, day before yesterday, who missed initial classes. Okay. Let me spend some time for them. Let me spend time for them. Okay. Those people, please go to Naresh IT YouTube channel. Naresh IT YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. Today live class is there. Live class is going on. Okay. Yes. Everyone, please fill up your Google details in Google form. While filling up Google form, if you are an old student having package, please submit your ID card front side and back side. Please take the photograph of what ID card front side and back side and upload it. Okay, so it is for cross verification. It is definitely for cross verification, no doubt in that. Now listen, so this is today's session. After class also it will be available. That's good, right? And if you come here, if you come here, I think you have to search a little bit. You have to search a little bit. If you search a little bit, you will be having old videos of our Hibernate. Our old videos of Hibernate. Why they are not giving here? Otherwise, 1 minute. I will search here. Natraj Sar Hibernate. Natraj Sar Hibernate. Yes. See, boss, Natraj Sar Hibernate. Natraj Sar Hibernate. Session 1 is there. Session 2 is there. And if you click on that, you will get remaining sessions. If you click on that, you will get the remaining sessions. Are you getting my point there? If you click on that, you will get this one. Try search for this screen. Search for this screen. search for the screen, try to watch. 5-6 classes are happened, but still concept building only happening. Okay, concept building only happening. Okay, 1 year I think they don't ask much logical question, they will go for technical only. For fresher only, lot of logical questions will be there. How to manage distraction? Seshibhushan, you assume, you visualize your life without job. You visualize your life without job, without money. You visualize your life with money and with job. Okay, automatically motivation comes. Sir, microservices is based on web services. Nowadays, along with the microservices only, people are covering web services. If you learn microservices, indirectly you are learning web services. Okay. I'm at yes, I think the people who joined lately, I hope they got idea. Yeah, 1 minute. Next, this is my Facebook group here. Natraz Java Arena. It's a private group. Send request. Send request. Send request. I will accept your membership. I will accept you as a member. Then you can see the content. Every day's content will be pasted. Paintbrush image will be pasted as it is. That's the number one. Next. And if you want to ask queries, natrazjavaarena@gmail.com. This is my email account. This is my email account. So like this, you can in touch with me. Okay. All. You will get new document once. Those who submitted document, give 2-3 days time. They will give the new ID. They will give new ID. Today, common topics are not there. Today, no common topics are there. Only regular class, 11 o'clock class is there. Arena. Oh, spell mistake. Arena. Arena. 2017, you can show 3 years experience. Glassfish, Spring, Hibernate, 12 GB RAM is enough or not? Yes, 12 GB RAM is more than sufficient. 1 year experience can be required for front end, not required. You can show yourself as a Java server side programmers. Complete in till December, or else take some more time to complete those batches. I think by December, all these batches will be completed. Don't worry. How you manage to sit for long time? You are following any yoga or exercise, or because I am suffering from stomach problem and asked. Okay, nothing is there here. Disciplined life, I think. As a Java developer, data structure is required or not required? Not required. Our Java collections are already having lot of data structure, not required. But if you are trying for big companies like Amazon, Google, only these two companies, they expect some bit data structure knowledge. They expect data structure knowledge. BCom MBA people can go for IT field. Anyone can come for IT field. Anyone. Okay, people, ID or post graduation, graduation plus 2 years, 3 years, enough. Passed out student, how many years I can go for? 2 years you can happily show. For 3 years, Hibernate is enough. For 3 years, Spring Hibernate is good, but if you learn microservices, it will be added advantage. You will get more calls, more calls. Every day, Paintbrush document will be shared. Do you teach data structures and algorithm classes? No, I don't waste my time on unnecessary things. I will take only application development one, because I am a developer. I am a subject expert of application development. I don't show much interest on what. Okay, those data structures. Yes, important only for those students who are trying in Amazon. What is that? Google as a fresher. Hibernate 75 sessions are required. Is possible to show 6 months gap as experience. Or a 6 months, no one will consider Babu, because if you show 6 months, they will think that you are an unstable person. They will think that you are an unstable person. For 3 years web services, if you learn added advantage, but learn microservices, it will be helping you. It will be helping you more. Doctors also coming to software industry these days. Maybe, I don't know. Any new batch of Spring Morning, already one batch is started. By watching videos, you can join that. If you cannot join in that batch, wait for next batch. After 1 month, it will be started. What about 1 year gap? Core advanced Spring Hibernate enough? Anything else, it's okay. How to remove module path in Eclipse? There is no question of removing here. It will be there as usually. Happily work with that. Na? Where to get 1 year experience? There are some consultants. Providing such fake documents you can count. Mr. P. Srikanth, you want 7 a.m. link? Talk to Srikanth sir once. Talk to Srikanth sir once. He will give the link. 2000 passed out. Can I put 1 point? Yes, happily you can keep. Hibernate is part of package or not? Just talk to Srikanth sir. Sir will tell whether it's a part of package or not. Based on core module knowledge, can we attend microservices? My suggestion is attend microservices after getting MVC knowledge. After getting MVC knowledge, Mr. Rahul, one time is enough. There is no need of writing these many times. How to solve statement-based coding like code chief? Okay, for that one, you need data structures knowledge, boss. Data structures knowledge or some little extra training is required. So please write question only for one time and give space for others also. As a fresher, how much is enough? Core advanced Spring is enough. Hibernate added advantage. Why Hibernate named as Hibernate? Tomorrow I will talk about. DS and any good faculty in Hibernate. I think our Srinivas sir is there. You can think about it. Why Hibernate named as Hibernate? Coming cases I will talk about it. Java data structure batch is nothing but our collections. Our collections. You attend Java collection indirectly data structure batch. Yeah, I will check the mail. And I will reply. Microservices are developed based on web services. Both are there for distributed application. Both are there for distributed services. But microservices are built on the top of web services. How to get extra training? Yes, you have to attend data structure batch, or you have to take training, or you have to practice model paper and all this stuff. Sir, where we can come to Hyderabad, Naresh IT? Where are we can? When we can? Let the Modi and PM as take the decision. They should take the decision. Whatever you can do in JDBC, you can also do in Hibernate. But Hibernate is giving some extra facilities also. For project back, Spring and Hibernate is sufficient. Yes, sufficient. But go to project once you get the Spring Boot knowledge. Without JDBC, can we do Hibernate? You can do, but while teaching internals, you will get a problem. Because I'm going to teach a lot of internals, that time you will get a problem. Online student can sudden attend offline classes. Though offline classes are started, these batches will continue as online classes only. How to get certification? There is a preparation bus for an exam, SCJP, OCJP kind of exams. After preparing, you have to write exam by going to Prometic centers. Sir, no model papers, sir. No interview will be there with model papers. Okay. Yes, my online content and offline content will be same. Thank you, boss. We'll meet tomorrow. Yes, system test will be there nowadays for everyone. System test is now